Neil, Speedy King, nice win from him on debut. You've ridden him since. How's he come through that run?
Yeah, he feels like to me he's improved a bit physically and mentally. He's got sharper as well, so he's put on quite a bit of weight after that win. But he's doing everything right, nice and progressive, but obviously he's got a tricky draw, but we'll have to just make do with that and see what happens.
What would you like to do from there, or what do you think you'll have to do?
You know, there's going to be a lot of speed, I suppose. If he jumps clean and he shows natural speed, then I'll just let him roll forward. But you know, I think he won from a difficult position last time. I know he had a good draw, but he still came from a difficult position behind a wall of horses. But you know, we'll just have to make do. Like, look, if he jumps well, I'd like to be forward on him. If he doesn't, then we'll just have to use our head and see what happens. But he's a nice horse.
Was it always a plan too, for him to have a bit of time between runs?
I don't know. You better ask Ricky that. I'm sure he thinks he likes him, so he didn't rush him. But yeah, look, he's only a young horse, so he's given him enough time to develop in between. So, but I think it's benefited.
Sam, Planet Star, with him last time out, he was finishing off the race nicely from a wide draw. He's drawn better this time. Where would you like to have him?
Well, I do believe you know, we can take advantage of the barrier and be sort of up in the first half somewhere. That would be perfect. But he doesn't sort of show an abundance of speed out of the gate, and he does have a tendency of drawing bad barriers. So he's probably gotten a little bit used to just easing back from the barrier and being a bit relaxed about the game. But yeah, from a better draw on Wednesday night, it'd be ideal if we can have him around midfield, just travelling nicely, and that way just give him a few less lengths to make up in the straight.
He's a horse you've had a bit to do with. What's he like?
Look, he's got the ability there. I'm surprised he probably hasn't won a race by now. He's definitely got the ability to win a race, but he always seems to run into one or two at the finish that are just going that bit better than him. And like I said, drawing those bad barriers definitely hasn't helped. It's just, you know, rather than having 2 or 3 lengths to make up in the straight, he's got 6 or 7 lengths to make up in the straight, and he always hits the line well. But yeah, if things go right on Wednesday night, well, he should be right in the finish again.
Top Laurels, Neil. 1 from 1 in Happy Valley. Does the track suit him?
Yeah, I believe so. You know, there's not many ride these many horses that many times and get to stay on them. But I just know I was always thinking, like, you know, he needed to go to Happy Valley because I think the track here was just getting a little bit firm for him, you know. And he was still running good races, but his last run before he came to Happy Valley, he closed off quite well, and I thought that was the time to switch him. And it proved right. He came there, he won well, and hopefully he can do the same again.
He wanted to pull and do a few things wrong last time out. Is he a horse that's still learning about what it's all about?
He probably was, but like, I spoke to a few people when he was in Australia, and they said he was just quite a headstrong horse anyway, in daily track work and in his races. And to be fair, like, I mean, I used him up a bit from the gate the last time to make sure I got a good position, and that probably set him alight a little bit because it was a while before I got a bit of cover on him. So, you know, I wouldn't blame that on the horse. And to be fair, it was still a good performance considering how well he pulled early on, and it took him a while to get him in his position. So, look, he's going there, he's in good form. Let's hope he does it again.
Looking ahead to Wednesday night, Neil, you jump on an old buddy of yours, Marvel Tribe, in the last. Yeah,
it's a long time since I've been on him. The last time I was on him, he won a Happy Valley. He's in good form. Like, I mean, I gallop him in the morning, and he's won 2 this season, and like, I don't know how far he can go, but he seems very, very well in himself for an older type of horse. And Francis has him in great form, and he's pulled a good gate, which is important to him. And look, he's been up on the speed in his races at Châtain. He doesn't necessarily have to do that, so he's got good options from his gate. And look, it's a tough race, but he's going in there in good form, so I expect him to run a good race.